if you think you can't do a push-up, I'd like to suggest something to you. Instead of thinking, I can't do a push-up, add one word to it. Add the word yet. I can't do a push-up yet. I'm going to show you some progressions that you can try so that you're able to do push-ups on your own. Now, these progressions are useful and usable for anyone just starting out building strength and capacity in their upper body, and these are also osteoporosis safe. And what I mean by that is we don't do any extreme bending, we don't do any extreme twisting, and our focus is on building strength in your muscles and bones. So I'm going to show you how we would start. Whether you are a super beginner, have done this before, or still not even sure if push-ups are the right exercise for you. So we start at the wall. And the basic test or the prerequisite for this exercise is, can you simply hold yourself here? And what we're doing is we're checking our shoulder stability. We're checking our core strength. We're giving our body a challenge because we're off balance, and our body adapts to this challenge by getting fitter and stronger. Now, let's just say that was super hard for you. A variation to make it easier is to step closer to the wall and just practice pushing like this. And the key about all of these exercises that we're reviewing is that it's all about progressing. Can you do this? Well, if you can do this, you can do that. The frustration and the injuries happen when we try and do too much too soon. So, prerequisite, can you do this? If you can do this, can you do this? And that is the basic foundational exercise you want to be able to do before you start adding in the movement of a push-up. So let's say you can do this. Pretend you're pushing the wall. It's so great for shoulder stability and body awareness. Then from here, we would bend the elbows. Right? Think about pushing the wall away from you. Now you'll notice I'm trying to keep my body in a straight line from my heels to the top of the head. So this is also challenging core strength and body awareness. If I needed to make it a little bit easier, I can move from my hips. So can you see how this would be an easier variation? Less load on the body than this. And of course, if you're doing this well, and you can do it well, we are looking for you to get your nose all the way to the wall and then push away. So progressions, before we make it harder, and just bear with me, is that, can you do this? If you can do this, can you do this? If you can do this, can you turn this into a mini push-up? If you can do a mini push-up, can you do a fuller push-up? Now, for a lot of us, especially if we're just starting out, recovering from any kind of injury or new to building strength, that will be enough for quite a while. But if you're able to do those push-ups at the wall, let's say 10 to 12 for 3 rounds or 3 sets, then we could take it to the floor. So when we take things to the floor, again, the same rules apply. We're doing progressions. Can we do this? And once we can do one thing, we can move on to the next thing. So the most basic one is that you're on all fours and your hands are wider than your shoulders. Turn your hands slightly out to see how that feels. And everyone's a little bit different. Some of us will like the fingertips facing forward. And can you hold this? Now, if you can do this, and this one is a super simple one, this one is usually not taught, but just check this out because I just love the confidence that this brings us, is can you pivot down like this? I want to make sure that we're able to do this variation before we go on to the next variation, because the rule of getting stronger safely, effectively, is we do not move on in an exercise until we're competent and confident in an exercise. So let's say you were able to do these. Notice the fold of my hips 10 times. The way we would make this more challenging is that I will pivot over. So now I'm in a straight line from my knees to the top of my head. And then I'm going to just practice holding it. If you're able to do this, and it might take a couple of sessions to be able to hold yourself in this position, then you come down a little bit. And then you come up. Now you might think, what do you mean by a little bit? I mean a little bit, but sometimes it's nice to have a guideline on how low you should go. So I really love using a yoga block. And with a yoga block, this is how I like to think of the levels. This we call a skyscraper. This we call a duplex. This we call ranch level. Or you could think about it like this: super high, medium, low. So we start off skyscraper or super high. We pivot. Can your chest touch that high yoga block? If it can, and you can do that 10 times in good form, competently and confidently, you lower the yoga block. And then you work on bringing your chest down to that level of the yoga block. And that might be the one that you work with. That might be the variation of push-up that you're with for a long time, that gets you strong and keeps you getting stronger. But if you wanted to take it up a notch, you could lower it down more and work on the depth of your push-up. So you can see how there's something for everyone, and we're working smartly, intelligently, progressively to get from one level to the other. So let's say you're able to do that and you want more of a challenge. From there, we're going to do a straight leg push-up, and I'm going to show you the progressions for that. First progression, hands are in the same place as they were for the first push-up, right? But then instead of pivoting over from here, which was part one, or pivoting from here, which was part two, we're going to work on getting our legs straight. And this asks a lot more of our core, of our hips, of our body awareness. And we're just going to kind of practice holding this with confidence and competence. Now, let's just say you're able to do that. Use that skyscraper. We're going to go down just a little bit. This might be enough for a lot of us, especially if we're working on building shoulder stability, shoulder strength, body awareness. But if you want to take it up a notch, you take it down to there, right? And you work on bringing your chest to that level of yoga block. And then once you're able to do 10 like that, in good form, feeling good, getting strong. It doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen over time. You will go from just starting out to getting stronger with some, if not all of these variations. Then you take it down here. And then you work on a full push-up. The goal is not to do the push-up that you think you're supposed to do. The goal is not to do the push-up you did 40 years ago or you want to do a year from now. The goal is to challenge yourself and to keep getting stronger over time. And to do that, we want to pick the most safe and effective exercise. So if you start off in the very beginning at the wall and you slowly over time bring yourself down to the floor, you are on the right track. Remember, exercise works when you know how to work it, and I'm here to help you work it and to remind you to find variations that work for you. Now, if you like this style of instruction, this style of training where we review the variations that you can do to help you build a stronger body, please sign up for my free, fabulous, and it is super fabulous, Introduction to Strength Training, where we go through exercises for the legs, the back, the chest, and the arms in this style of teaching, because that's how it works, learning to adjust the exercises to work for you. That super fabulous strength program can be found in the link below, and let's keep getting stronger together.